for a long time, I was in this mode of getting ready to get ready. And I can see that in a lot of people where they're not afraid they're afraid to take action because it's not perfect, and what I started to recognize is that I had a lot of self-sabotaging, self-defeating, self-punishing behaviors that those were all tied to limiting beliefs that I had that were this vast array of just crap, just head trash of I had a bad relationship with money, even though I thought that I had a good relationship with money. Then I realized, oh, I really do have a bad relationship with money. And because I had a bad relationship with money, and that was tied to a self-worthiness issue, and all these other things that these limiting beliefs that I had that were causing these self-sabotaging behaviors. So it was really interesting that, that your actions can impact, your behaviors and things like, they can change your state. Obviously, like if you're ever in a state of like, you're like, okay, I'm frozen. I don't even know what to do. Just move, just take some sort of action just to get moving, just to get your legs moving. Right. One of the things in wrestling or in football, they'll say, just keep moving, just keep your legs moving. When you're not moving, you're getting ready to get stuck. Right. You're going to get ready to get tackled, to get ready to get pinned. But that's the same thing in business. Like it's better to take, even if it's just a little bit of action, rather than just being frozen and saying, okay, well, there's so much to do. I don't even know what to get started on first, where you can be hiding inside inactivity, like I mentioned earlier, because there's so much to do because you created your business that way, right? So I'm kind of watering down a little bit, a couple of different rabbit holes here, but I feel like just taking some sort of action, it eliminates a lot of fear that people have, because action defeats fear. Most of the time when we feel like, well, what if I start a podcast and nobody watches? Okay, as I sit here today, on 12/30/21, I have 215 followers on YouTube. You know what? It's 175 more than I had, a year and a half ago. And who cares? I'm just going out there and getting it going and moving, because I'm not afraid of, like, what's the worst that's going to happen? Mm-hmm. Someone's going to call and snipe at me. They're going to snipe at me anyway. Who cares? Don't let that inactivity become paralyzing, because I know as a small business owner, a lot of times we feel like we're in the trenches alone, and it can freeze you up, and you end up going nowhere.